Masturbation is killing you. It's killing your morale, it's killing your self-esteem, it's killing your confidence, and above all, it's killing your sexuality. Welcome to King Reynard Podcast, where we educate, elevate, and inspire you to greatness. We are the number one podcast that brings to you authentic, incredible, and reliable information that will help you grow, not only physically, but spiritually, but above all, you will learn. So subscribe to our YouTube channel at King Reynard Podcast because you belong here. Welcome to the royal family. Hello, everybody who has ever been involved in masturbation. If you did it before watching this movie, I forgive you. But after watching this video and you masturbate, the rest is on you. Them. Did you know that masturbation has too many dangerous effects in your body? I could have actually divide them into three: physical, spiritual, and mental problems that you'd encounter as you masturbate. But because of time, I'll just combine them together. The first danger of masturbation is that you will lose your sexual strength. Wanaume, simama hapa. Did you know that a man needs what we call persistency in sex? In other words, the longer you are able to pump, the better your game is gonna be, because you're going to hit the right spots for this woman here. All right. But when you get used to masturbating, you get used to what we call quick sex. In other words, you're used to so you're like a gun that does not cock well before you fire. So what happens with that? I've had people telling me I have blank shots. Why? Because your sperm, we have about 7 liters of sperm in your entire lifetime. So if you, let's say you start nyongaring at class 7, some of you start at 6, and you do it up to the time you are 30, how many liters will you have left? 2 liters. And listen, your good children will be gone with your initial pumps, all right? So avoid it for that reason. Point number 2. Masturbation affects what we call your creative ability. A man's creative ability is found in his loins. Loins is down here where sperm is stored. All right. So, for a man who has practiced what we call sperm retention for a very long time, their skin glows differently like mine. You see? Don't think it's just the sweat around here. I glow. If you meet me physically, I glow. Listen, this is why. When you release your sperm cells, scientifically, you release 600 million cells. And these cells, each one of them have mitochondria. Back to your biology. It tells you that those mitochondria contains energy. That energy scientifically can sustain your body without food for 7 days. Imagine in one ejaculation. So the moment you release, you have released 7 days of storehouse of food and energy. Then, as a man, when you store your sperm cells, that energy will be transferred from your genital areas to your, what we call your crown. And so your brain, how do we call them, neurons, will connect and fire very quickly, so that you're very productive, you're very creative, you're very hardworking. Everything you go to, you pump until you win, even in your sex game. But if you release these eggs out, you're simply releasing your potential energy, your creative energy, and you become a useless, braggadocious, big-chested motherfucker. Point number 3. And if you've made it this far, then I believe you are looking for such content. Tukikukwaza, tunakusaidia. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at King Reynard Podcast, and make sure you share this video with someone who needs it. All when they were nyongis knows each other. When I was in Form 2, I used to nyonga a lot. So we had our own nyonga community. So we used to have this one phone, and we used to share it around. You take it for 20 bob. Walikuwa nasema, leta umbao. So we used to mbao with 20 bob. But it almost affected me. Let me be honest with you. There were times I would go into a game with a woman, and the moment I just go, shui, ala, niameachilia mpiu, And then the woman, I start saying, oh my God, sorry, man. I was sick. You're not sick. You've been youngering. We know the story. Masturbation is affecting you. Stop it. Point number 3. This is equally important. You affect your spirit self. This is how. Did you know that any time you masturbate, you have sex with a spirit? And you don't even know which spirit that is. Maybe it is the spirit of your grandfather, your grandmother, the spirit of your great-great-grandmother. Unajua, that time you take that phone and watch porn and you start imagining that man on top of that woman is you, that's the moment you become a demon, and the demon in that woman who is practicing that pornographic material, it translates into you. That's why you feel like you want to do it. And then, honestly speaking, why did you do it yet there are women all over the place? Tafuta mwanamke bwana, acha ujinga. So anytime you masturbate, you have sex with the spirit. And there's a spirit called sperm collecting spirits. In fact, I didn't know this until I watched a video of this young boy on TikTok, and until I said I will never watch his videos again because it makes it look worse. That any moment you splash your eggs out, those are spirits. Do you know why they're spirits? Because that egg plus that sperm plus your mom's egg produces a baby. So in that state, those sperms form spirits. And so when you release them, you release your children. So you have millions of children out there crying your name, and they're saying, Daddy, you'd have taken us to the right place we would have been born. But you decided to splash us out. Stop it. Stop it! You're going to kill your spiritual life completely. And I don't want you to do that. I don't want your spirit to die. And I want to give this bonus to any man who has had the potential and the ability to allow another man penetrate their ass. I want to tell you that's more dangerous than masturbation. I wish I would have started with that, then I go to masturbation. But let me tell you why. Did you know why once you are penetrated, you don't want to stop? And somebody said, oh, once a gay, always a gay. Yes, this is why. Because once a man penetrates your ass and releases sperms into your anus, this is what happens. For a woman, they have a mechanism that takes out the sperm, the excess sperm out. So it does something like and takes them out. But that was not the anatomy of your anus. Your anus was supposed to take out waste. So when this sperm is deposited there, what happens is that they go and turn into worms because they can't get out. So once they turn into worms, it starts getting itchy because they are rotten. So you have to get somebody hitting it to kill the worms so that you can feel. And of course, I said your G-spot is on your ass. That does not mean you should get your ass whopped. All right? You're going to kill yourself. Stop it. Finally, that was a bonus point. Point number, is it 5 or 4? 5. Anybody masturbating, what you're doing to yourself, you are taking your most creative children out. So the ones you'll give birth to are the ones who are now weak, useless, and redundant. Why? Because your strong sperms have gone out. So why, instead of doing that, I'd rather you give birth to 50 children with different women than to splash those eggs out. Heri tujaze dunia pamoja badala ya kumwaga nje. And somebody would ask me, Reynard, what's the difference between masturbation and withdrawal? Do you support withdrawal? Yes, I do. Is it equal to masturbation? No, it's not. Why? Because you'd already had sex. You've transferred energy to another woman. So when you're pulling out, you're simply splashing out, but not masturbating by yourself. You get the difference? Until next time, please follow us on all social media platforms. Subscribe. Tukikukwaza, tunakusaidia. Until next time, cheers.